Y'all men ain't worth 2 fucking pennies. We do too much already.
The female rap game has been dominated in recent years by heavyweights, viral sensations and chart toppers, but every so often, an artist emerges who feels different. Not manufactured, not predictable, but real. Someone who carries a voice that cuts through the noise and a presence that slowly forces the industry to pay attention. Right now, one of those names is Anycia. And if you're not already paying attention, you're about to understand exactly why you should be. Born Anycia Simone Edwards on August 20th, 1997 in Atlanta, Georgia, Anycia grew up in one of the most influential cities in modern hip-hop culture. Atlanta is a place where rap legends are made, but it is also a place where competition is ruthless, and only the most distinctive voices survive. She was raised on the south side of Atlanta in a Catholic household by her mother Andrea and her grandmother Valletta. Her upbringing was not the glamorous rap story fantasy people often assume. Instead, it was a mix of stability, struggle, movement, and constant adaptation. Her family moved across different parts of Metro Atlanta, exposing her to multiple environments and cultures within the same city. From an early age, music was already present in her life. She grew up listening to artists like Usher alongside her mother, and that early exposure helped shape her understanding of melody, emotion, and performance. But before music ever became her career, it was just something in the background of a very normal life. As a child and teenager, Anycia was known for her outgoing personality. She wasn't shy, she wasn't reserved, and she wasn't afraid to take space. That confidence would later become one of her most recognizable traits as an artist. In fact, her first recorded performance happened during an Easter concert at Landmark Christian School in Fairburn, Georgia. She was selected to perform because of her energy and presence, even before she fully understood what that moment would mean for her future. Anycia's journey to music was not straightforward. During her school years, she moved between multiple schools and even attended alternative programs due to behavioral issues as a teenager. At one point, she attended 3 different high schools in a single year, forcing her to adapt quickly and mature early, traits that later influenced her music and personality. She also spent time living in New Orleans for a year while her family worked in mental health services. Although the experience broadened her perspective, she also faced challenges like bullying and difficulty fitting in. Each environment helped shape her resilience and identity. After returning to Georgia, she explored several career paths, including beauty school with plans to become a barber, as well as jobs as a daycare teacher and restaurant hostess. She has openly reflected on struggling financially, working multiple jobs, and searching for direction. Eventually, that search led her to music as her true purpose. Everything changed around 2022. That was the year Anycia made the decision to take music seriously. Her first official single, Kimora Lee, was released and marked the beginning of her transformation from everyday worker to rising artist. It wasn't an instant mainstream hit, but it was the first signal that she was stepping into a completely different path. But the real turning point came in 2023. That year, her song So What began circulating online and quickly went viral after she posted a snippet. The track caught attention for its smooth, laid-back delivery and her distinctive vocal tone. It didn't sound like everyone else. It didn't follow trends. It felt effortless, almost conversational, but still sharp enough to stand out in a crowded digital space. The viral moment changed everything. Suddenly, major names in music and sports started noticing her. Influential figures like Kevin Durant and Drake were aware of her rising presence, and her name began spreading far beyond Atlanta's local scene. From there, her career accelerated quickly. She followed up with songs like BRB, which gained traction after being reposted by producer Jetson Made, leading to collaborations and industry connections. She dropped her debut EP titled Extra in late 2023, and by the end of that same year, she was already touring with rapper V's on the Ganger Tour. For someone who had only just committed to music in 2022, the speed of her rise was undeniable. By 2024, Anycia officially released her debut studio album, Princess Pop That, a project that solidified her identity in the rap game. The album showcased her signature style, calm but confident, playful but assertive, and always unapologetically herself. Critics described her voice as smoky, raspy, and uniquely hypnotic, giving her a sound that didn't rely on aggression but still commanded attention. And while her music continued to grow, so did curiosity about her personal life, her relationships, and her financial success. At this stage in her career, estimates place Anycia's net worth in 2026 somewhere between $100,000 and $550,000, depending on sources and revenue calculations. Some broader estimates suggest higher figures when factoring in streaming growth, touring income, and brand deals. But as an independent artist, her earnings are not publicly standardized and fluctuate based on releases and performances. Still, one thing is clear: she is no longer struggling the way she once was. Her income now comes from multiple streams, including music royalties, live performances, touring, and brand partnerships. And because she operates independently through distribution platforms like United Masters, she retains a larger share of her revenue compared to many label-signed artists. But what makes her story even more interesting is that success has not come without discussion, speculation, and controversy. Some online debates have questioned industry connections, while others focus on how quickly Anycia rose in a competitive Atlanta scene. However, despite the noise, her fan base continues to grow, and her catalog continues to expand. And this is exactly where her story gets even more interesting, because behind the music, there is a personal life, a growing public relationship, and a lifestyle that fans are constantly trying to decode. By 2023 and 2024, Anycia's rise had shifted the conversation from whether she could rap to whether she could become one of the defining female voices of her generation. What set her apart was not technical lyrical complexity, but her positioning and style. Instead of chasing aggressive dominance or dense punchlines, she embraced a laid-back, nonchalant delivery that felt effortless and authentic. In today's algorithm-driven music culture, that kind of vibe resonated quickly with audiences. After the viral success of So What, her momentum accelerated. Her 2023 EP Extra helped define her identity, focusing more on mood and personality than commercial formulas, allowing listeners to connect with a distinct feeling rather than just sound. This approach strengthened her long-term branding. By 2024, Princess Pop, that expanded her reach beyond Atlanta, bringing her into wider national recognition as streaming numbers grew, and her name appeared alongside other rising female rap artists. However, increased attention also brought scrutiny. She is believed to live in or around upscale Atlanta neighborhoods, where many rising artists choose privacy while staying close to the music scene. Beyond wealth, her impact is more notable than her possessions. She represents a modern hip-hop success story built through digital culture, viral moments, and organic audience growth rather than traditional label systems. Her rise inspires younger artists who see her as proof that consistency, timing, and authenticity can still succeed in a crowded industry. Although still early in her career, her influence is already shaping how new artists approach sound, branding, and image. She has also taken part in small-scale charitable efforts, though not widely publicized. Overall, she remains in a transitional stage between emerging talent and established artist. Industry estimates suggest that by 2026, Anycia's net worth sits somewhere in the range of roughly $200,000 to $600,000, depending on touring cycles, streaming performance, and brand partnerships. While she is not yet operating at the multi-million-dollar level of industry veterans, her financial growth has been steady and upward trending. Her income streams are fairly typical for a modern independent rapper. Streaming platforms like Spotify and Apple Music generate consistent royalty income. Live performances and club appearances contribute significant short-term earnings. Touring, especially when opening for larger artists, has become one of her strongest revenue sources. And as her brand continues to grow, small fashion and lifestyle partnerships have begun to enter the picture. A conservative estimate places her yearly earnings between $80,000 and $200,000, though that number can fluctuate heavily depending on touring schedules and release activity. But what fans often talk about even more than her music is her lifestyle, because Anycia presents a carefully balanced image of success. She is not overly flashy in the way some rap stars are known to be. Instead, her luxury is subtle, curated, and intentional. She is often seen wearing designer fashion pieces from brands like Chrome Hearts, Balenciaga, and Louis Vuitton, blending streetwear with high-end aesthetics in a way that feels natural rather than forced. Her jewelry collection includes iced-out pieces, custom chains, and minimalist diamond accessories that align with her understated branding. Unlike artists who overload themselves with heavy jewelry for attention, Anycia tends to keep her look clean, but still expensive enough to signal success. When it comes to cars, she has been associated with luxury vehicles typical of rising rap stars in Atlanta, including models like Mercedes-Benz AMG series vehicles and luxury SUVs such as Range Rovers. While exact ownership details are not fully public, these are commonly spotted vehicles in her circle and lifestyle aesthetic, often valued between $80,000 and $150,000 depending on configuration. And then there is the question fans always want answered: where does she live? Anycia is believed to reside primarily in the Atlanta metropolitan area, staying close to the city that raised her and continues to shape her music. While exact property details are not publicly confirmed, artists at her level typically rent or purchase upscale homes in gated communities around areas like Buckhead, Sandy Springs, or nearby suburban luxury developments. Homes in these areas often range from $500,000 to well over $1.5 million, depending on size and amenities. But beyond money and lifestyle, there is another important part of her story: impact. Because even though she is still early in her career, Anycia represents a shift in how female rap stars are emerging today. She is part of a generation that does not rely solely on traditional industry gatekeeping. Instead, she grew through digital culture, viral moments, and organic audience connection. Her success is not built on loud dominance, but on quiet consistency. And that alone is why people are starting to pay attention. In the final part of this script, we will break down her full business potential, her brand future, her controversies in deeper detail, her artistic skill level, the GOAT debate surrounding her name, and whether Anycia is just a moment or the beginning of something much bigger. By the time Anycia entered mainstream hip-hop conversations, the discussion around her had grown beyond just her music and shifted into questions about her place in the culture. In every era of rap, some artists simply release songs, while others influence the direction and mood of the genre itself. Anycia is increasingly being placed in that second category, though the debate is still ongoing. Her artistry is often defined less by traditional lyrical complexity and more by tone, cadence, and atmosphere. Instead of focusing on dense punchlines or elaborate storytelling, she delivers music with a relaxed confidence that makes her songs feel like moods rather than structured performances. This has sparked a wider GOAT debate around her style. Critics argue she represents a newer wave of artists who prioritize vibe over technical lyricism, while supporters believe she understands modern music culture better than most, especially in an era where attention spans are shorter and emotional connection matters more than lyrical density. In this sense, Anycia reflects a broader shift in how greatness is defined in hip-hop today. Her rise has also attracted online debate about how quickly she transitioned from underground attention to mainstream recognition, with some questioning industry influence versus organic growth. However, she has avoided any verified scandals, with most controversy remaining online speculation rather than real incidents. This lack of major drama has helped preserve her image, allowing her to be defined more by momentum than controversy. Professionally, she is still in the early stages of her career, but shows potential to expand into fashion, branding, and possibly future business ventures beyond music. Her aesthetic already aligns naturally with fashion-forward branding. The mix of streetwear, luxury pieces, and minimalist styling gives her a strong foundation for potential partnerships with high-end brands. In today's industry, artists who control their image often transition into fashion and beauty collaborations, and Anycia fits that mold seamlessly. Financially, her business structure is still developing, but her independence as an artist means she retains a larger share of her revenue compared to traditionally signed artists. This positions her for stronger long-term earnings if her growth continues steadily. Now, when people talk about her luxury lifestyle, it is important to separate perception from confirmed reality. Anycia does not publicly display extreme billionaire-level wealth or hyper-exaggerated luxury collections. Instead, her lifestyle reflects what is typical for a rising successful rapper in Atlanta's current era. Her fashion choices include premium designer brands such as Louis Vuitton, Balenciaga, and Chrome Hearts, often worn in curated, understated ways rather than over-the-top displays. Her jewelry consists of diamond pieces, custom chains, and iced accents that signal success without overwhelming her image. Her car lifestyle, while not officially documented in detail, aligns with luxury performance vehicles commonly seen among young rap stars, typically including Mercedes-Benz AMG models, BMW luxury trims, and Range Rover SUVs, with estimated values ranging from mid-five figures to low six figures, depending on customization. Anycia is believed to live in or around upscale Atlanta neighborhoods, a common choice for rising artists seeking privacy while staying close to the city's music industry hub. While her exact home has not been publicly confirmed, properties in these areas typically range from mid-six-figure homes to multi-million-dollar estates, depending on ownership and location. Beyond wealth, her impact is more significant than her possessions. Anycia represents a modern hip-hop success story built through digital culture, viral moments, and audience-driven growth rather than traditional label systems. Her rise resonates with younger artists who see her as proof that consistency, timing, and authenticity can still break through in a saturated industry. Although still early in her career, her influence is already visible in how new artists approach sound, branding, and image. She is also engaged in small-scale community and charitable efforts, though not widely publicized. Overall, she remains in a transitional stage, no longer unknown, but not yet fully established, existing in a space where both potential and progress are still developing. Her net worth, estimated in the low to mid-six-figure range as of 2026, reflects that stage. Her yearly income continues to grow as streaming numbers rise and performances increase, and her cultural presence continues to expand as more listeners discover her catalog. The real question is not whether she is successful right now. It is whether she can turn this early momentum into longevity, because in hip-hop, attention is easy to get, but extremely difficult to maintain. And Anycia is now standing at that exact crossroad. Her sound has already proven it can travel. Her image has already proven it can stick. And her fan base has already proven it can grow. What comes next will determine whether she becomes just another rising name in a crowded era, or one of the defining female rap voices of her generation. Either way, one thing is certain: she is no longer someone you can afford to ignore. Because the new female rap star people are sleeping on is already waking the industry up.